Okay, we just beat our first match, and now we're going into our rise to fame, glory,
Yo,
money.
How was your first fight, dog? I'm King K, man. Just a bush league scrub, like you.
Oh, they're all going to be Australian.
Good meeting you, man. You look like a stand-up dude. I think I can hang with you. Hey, so why don't you meet the gang, huh? This guy here, Master Crash.
Nice to meet you. Bum. Well, now that we've gotten to know each other, I'll give you advice. Bum. As Mr. Lee was saying, you better obey Mr. Grubba's conditions. If you clear the conditions and win, you get to fight higher rank foes. Bum. If you can't clear them, bum. Battle lower ranked, bum. You can't. Bum, bum.
So not only
Yeah.
did we get the explanation from Jolene, but we're also getting the explanation again.
This is like the third time we're getting the explanation.
I know.
Right, man, whatever. Anyway, this... Oh.
Bandy
Andy.
Andy.
Nice to meet ya. I'm not in here too often, but if you see me around, say hi. Oh, yeah. If you sleep in the bed over there, your HP and FP will fully recover. It's not like the cushy bed in the champ's room, though. Doesn't reveal star power.
See, I guess that's another nice thing about this chapter is that you get free healing.
Oh. Clefter doesn't like to make friends with people with mustaches.
Oh.
Easy there, Clef Dog.
Easy there, Clef Dog. Dude ain't the friendliest guy, but you get used to him. Anyway, that's a minorly crude man. Oh yeah, almost forgot. You and me gotta eventually square off. So good luck, man. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, so you can like go to the bed each time, which probably should, because for some reason we both have 4 health off, and I don't know why.
And you also need that FP.
And I need that FP, that 2-2 FP, which is probably the most important thing, I think, going into the battles. After this, it's just kind of like...
Do some battles. Yeah, we're just gonna be doing this a lot.
There's not much to overthink. There's no puzzles at this point.
We just have to pay attention to what we're supposed to do.
So you know what we should talk about?
Godzilla?
Yeah. We'll have to do our podcast.
We both saw Godzilla Minus One in theaters. I guess that too, just like a couple weeks ago at this point.
Yeah, barely like 2 weeks. Because I saw Shin Godzilla for the first time this year.
Mm-hmm.
First release in 2016, so I don't know what took me so long.
There's a lot of comparisons between these two movies I've been seeing, which is strange, because these are two, and I 100% mean this pun, these two movies are two very different beasts.
Okay, well, that was great. I don't know what to say to that. Oh.
Like,
Anyways.
So, for example, first of all, loved Godzilla Minus One. Absolutely amazing movie. Definitely top 3 movies of my 2023.
You think they're different beasts?
Yeah, because Shin Godzilla kind of gives me more of like some sort of creature that has found itself in a situation and is now like acting out. Use a special move at least once.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right away.
In the sense where it's like, it's scared, it doesn't know where it is, so yeah, it's just acting out, and as a result, it's very violent and destructive. Compared to Godzilla in Minus One, by the way, there's going to be spoilers for these Godzillas, I'm sorry.
Yeah, probably skip this episode if you do want to see the movies, but also it's a Godzilla movie. There's not too much to spoil.
I guess like worst case scenario, skip to this time code, and that's when we're done talking about Godzilla. Yes, and then the Godzilla for Minus One, he seemed very aggressive. Like,
He was out for blood.
he was very aggressive and very like particular about wanting to. It seemed like he really wanted to attack humans. Mm-hmm. It was giving you a "fuck you" in particular type of deal.
Yeah, but I guess I always thought, well, I guess they are different beasts because they're different. Because I know in Shin Godzilla they talk about like, oh, this was resting in the bottom of the sea, but then like nuclear waste got dumped on it. Mm-hmm. So I assumed it was like, oh, kind of like the same thing, but it got morphed. Even though, and then it kind of, I guess, de-evolves.
Did they talk about the origins of Godzilla in Minus One? I cannot recall.
I don't think they really do. It's just sort of like, oh, the locals talk about it.
Because when he first when he first came on, like that opening scene, I know this is a weird thing to say about a monster movie, but I was like, wow, this is surprisingly violent. Because you just go, it's more
What
like,
was shocking about it?
it was watching Godzilla eat a man. Just go,
Yeah. Well, because it's very dinosaur-like.
it was
in that
very,
first
it was very
scene.
Jurassic Park in that sense.
Because he's not super big. He's just like the size of like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Wrap it up in less than 5 turns. Okay, cool.
Easy.
Easy. What was I saying there? Oh, yeah, so, like, he's kind of like a dinosaur level, and I don't know, how do you feel about, like, what the moral of the movie is? Or, like, what do you think it was?
It was just more anti-war. Like, it was very, like, original Godzilla. Mm-hmm. And it was very much like the people of Japan having to do things themselves, which is very akin to at the end of World War II. Japan was left in a very dire state. At least the people were, and as from what I understood, people did not get a lot of help from the government.
The civilians now, and I'm sure, like,
And
even soldiers.
And in terms of rebuilding their lives, and then, here's a country that was, absolutely decimated in war. And just as they're starting to pick up the pieces with little to no help, Godzilla comes along. And they can't rely on the government to do anything about it, because I guess the official statement was that there is no problem coming from the government. So the people, again, have to deal with this.
Because I feel like the plot so much was... the plot with this one is definitely... It's not as much about, like, going around, like, the government's backs. Like, that's not even, like, a question of whether or not that's good or wrong, but it's learning to fight for yourself and learning that as individuals, you do have your right to happiness and, well, just life in general.
Yeah.
You do not have to always go to what your superior commander is saying.
It's true. It's almost giving a...
Like, you have other responsibilities, like a family, or...
I wouldn't say, I want to say it's almost like saying saying to, like, question the government, like, think for yourself, but, like, not in that sense.
It's not that way, where it's
No.
like, oh, damn the establishment, because nor do I fully agree with that anyway. But it's, if your country is asking you to go in a plane without, like, a parachute, maybe ask why.
Yes.
Maybe ask why isn't it valuing the individual life as well.
Exactly. Like, why is the government not trying to take care of you or something like that? Like, which they should be doing instead. So that was something that I thought was also an interesting parallel was, so the protagonist, what was his name?
It's been too long now.
So the protagonist, like, he was a kamikaze pilot, and he did not do his duty, obviously, because he comes back after war, and people are like, oh, how dishonorable. And something that I thought was pretty apt was, I think that was pretty much the Japanese mentality in World War II. That it was like, yeah, you gotta prepare to die for your country. And when
because it's more of like a collectivist type of society compared to Western individualistic.
But it shouldn't be like a lethal
No.
type of mentality. But what was interesting was that at the end of, when they're having their meeting about how to take down Godzilla.
Should I be exploring, by the way, at this point?
No, I think you're okay for now. Because all we can do is go into this.
We can't
room.
like explore too much.
We can explore. There's not much.
I'll give a couple more.
Yeah. And yeah, so when they're having the meeting with Godzilla, and they're like, we need your help. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. And people are like, does this mean we're going to die? And it's like, you might, but we don't want people to die. Like, we're hoping we can get through this battle without people dying. And they're just like, hey, better odds than the army. Which is like,
I mean, the goal is not to die
compared to like the
better.
army. Yeah, because I was going to say, like, the goal is not to die versus, like, our protagonist was told, you are going to die and you should die.
And how dare you not?
And how dare you not die? I don't blame, so the one engineer who gets horribly injured at the beginning, I don't blame him for being upset with the protagonist.
Yeah, because I think it's also, like, there's that bit of thing of, like, oh, inaction will also cause harm for other people as well.
Yes.
like, and I don't know, I guess it's like defend yourself. I don't know. Like, how do you think about his inaction at the beginning of? Do you think it's just cowardice? Do you think there's anything else beyond that? Because he could have, like, he might have been able to kill Godzilla.
Yeah, he might have
been
able to
so much
prevent
smaller.
this.
Okay, I have to take damage from my opponent 3 times.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Defend and just wait it out.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be tactics.
Yeah, I think it is cowardice because I wouldn't call it cowardice because he didn't want to go through with his military duty, but the fact that the guy's like, you need to shoot this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You need to shoot this giant monster that's like killing everybody because you're the only one who can.
You know how to work the plane.
Yeah. I was also half expecting him just to like take the plane off and go and just like get out of there.
Yeah. That was 3 times, baby. 4 times. Okay, not gonna count.
Oh, I thought it was like 3 rounds.
He said damage 3 times, so hopefully I'm interpreting this correctly.
Okay. There's something where it's like you can't do anything for 3 rounds, and I think it's like
it says rounds though. It says take damage 3 times.
Okay. I think it's like don't do any moves for like 3 rounds or something like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel for the protagonist, but I did feel frustrated that he wasn't, like, when he was like, oh, go shoot Godzilla, and he didn't, and it's like, oh, man, like, you could be helping things.
But that's the growth, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
so I was...
But also, like, the anger towards him, like, towards that lovely lady, who should have been the protagonist of the movie.
The neighbor?
No, his, like, not wife.
Oh.
She's such a great character. Chief Stu and I were talking about, like, she's amazing. Like,
I love how, yeah, so when you're introduced to her, she's like, here's this baby, and then, like, leaves, and he's just, like, sitting there with the baby for, like, who knows how long, probably all day, just, like, I don't know what to do, and he goes to abandon the baby, and then he ends up not, and then he's, like, walks into an alleyway, she pops out of nowhere, she's just like, oh my god, I was waiting for you to, like, just abandon this kid, like, yeah, for so long.
Like, why didn't you do that?
Yeah, she's like, wait, why didn't you,
Oh, by the way, intrigue is happening here.
Somebody was hurt.
Do we have a gag? Come on, get a grip, will ya? Mommy! All the way up there.
Whoa, sounds like some poor sucker just earned himself a trip to the hospital. Hey man, this is a brutal sport sometimes. Stuff happens.
Yeah, things are happening.
This was the very first Godzilla movie where I was actually legitimately rooting for the humans. And I was like, I want them to take down Godzilla so badly. Like, normally I'm just like, I don't care. I want to see, like, it's cool if Godzilla wins. Yeah. This was the first time where I'm just like, oh no, they gotta take this guy down.
The main character crew, like, of, like, the captain and Professor. And young lad, they're all such great characters. Like, I love the characters more than I did in Shin Godzilla, though I do like the overall plot and storyline of Shin Godzilla. I was very invested in their tactics, what was going on in the political climate, how they're approaching it from different angles. Because, like, the government, while they were doing some effort, it clearly wasn't urgent enough for them. And that was the thing. I think that they just lacked urgency, which is what the initial complaints about 2011 catastrophes in Japan.
I feel too that, like, it was a very, like, these
no jumping.
These two I think once I got where it's like don't use your hammer, and like it was enemies I had to use my hammer for. I was like, come on.
Guess you have to use items in that case.
It's interesting how these two movies have 2 very different approaches, because it's like Shin Godzilla is 100% how the government would respond to a disaster, and then this movie is what if no government was helping with a disaster.
What if you just had a scrappy
wooden boat?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Which is really cool. I liked how that actually was set up too.
So, after the first scene in the movie, and it was like, okay, so this is a kamikaze pilot who abandoned his duty. And then, like, he was like, oh, I gotta go. They're like, okay, go fight this giant dinosaur that's killing everybody. And he, you know, is unfortunately cowardly and doesn't do that. Yeah, this is where
I can bonk.
You need jumping.
Yeah. I can bonk though, but I can't jump. I think these are different.
Yeah, it's just Gonzales cannot jump.
Yeah. Did you say Godzillas or Gonzales?
Gonzales.
That's gonna happen though.
What was I saying?
Talking about the different approaches of the government. Oh, okay.
Oh-ho! Maybe a little quick hammer after they get out of their shells will help.
Yeah. Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh yeah, so kamikaze pilot abandons his duty, fails to shoot Godzilla. I thought for sure this movie, like the climax was going to be him sacrificing himself for the movie. Sorry, for the greater good.
Yeah.
I thought for sure that's the way it was going to go. But then we started to, you know, he got his little like ragtag family and his little daughter and such, and then his not wife is at the time we think is dead, and I was just like, oh my god, like he's gonna end. I'm like, you do not abandon your not daughter. Like you do. I'm like, this guy has to live. He can't commit suicide.
I know.
And
like
then
his daughter's so cute too.
And then when the engineer's like, here's your plane, blah blah blah, this is how you drop the bomb. I thought for sure that when he's like, this is the switch to arm the bomb, I thought for sure that was going to be the ejection seat, because he was like, he said specifically, he's like, pull this lever before you like fire the bomb. So I was like, oh, he's tricking him into being like, because before you're like, oh, he probably wants to die, the engineer guy wants him to die, but then it's like, nope, psych, I'm gonna save you without you knowing it. And then it was like,
Which is kind of nice.
but no, it was a very purposeful.
Woo! Stylish.
It was a very purposeful, like, okay, this is how you set the bomb, and then pull this lever to like eject your seat. And I was like, oh, okay.
We're doing things differently this time.
I thought it was going to be like a happy surprise.
I mean, that'd be crazy. I love the spitefulness of Godzilla in this one. That he sees this annoying plan and he's like, I can't immediately kill that. I'm fixated on that only.
You!
Ignore the villagers, ignore killing in general. He's clearly just like a villain where for some reason he just wants to fight the strongest, which is very anime too.
I was going to say, it'd be like if we're doing our jobs or whatever, and there's this fly, and we'd be like, forget what I'm doing. I'm getting this fly.
Because he's not even like actively hurting. Hot dog stand is doing a new menu. Crazy hot dog made with an egg from a southern island.
Ooh.
Help you win fights. I love a little egg.
Does this mean we have to go now? Or is that just like...
I think that's like we can go and get it now.
I feel like something's gonna... It's a plot point, so it's like gonna make us do it.
No, but like he follows around for a while, right?
It does. But...
Or do we have to wait? Are you wanting to... What's up?
Hi, Bandy Andy.
Me? I'm doing a little research. Speaking of which, ever heard the 7 Wonders of the Glitz Pit? Yeah, this place has rumors and secrets and spades, but 7 Wonders of the Glitz Pit are the most mysterious of the bunch, you know? These things fascinate me. I wander around, doing research on things. I have a job. Sure.
That sounds like Ponyo. I have a job.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You're 5.
Which one do you want to hear about? Do I need to hear about any of this?
No, it's just like, it's stuff that you're all gonna see.
Grub is a strange one.
Speaking of Ponyo, I really want to go see Boy in the Heron. Did you say you saw it in here?
Yeah, in Guelph.
Okay.
So the city you live in?
Yeah. No.
Terrible for movies.
It's terrible for movies.
For some reason, it doesn't release any movies.
No.
I mean, no,
it has Aquaman.
There you go. That's...
Oh my god!
Hi.
Ah! Mr. Rock me!
Rock me. Yay.
Okay.
Everyone wants a piece of rock often. Try to be me. Yeah. Oh, wait, this was you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Wow.
Miss Mouse!
What's up, girl? You're a fighter now. Suppose I'll cheer you from the shadows, my sweet. Anyway.
I did not know you could do this.
Oh, just wait then. You can get rid of all of them.
I guess I'll find out what happens when you get rid of all of them. Yeah. What happens if you blow on them?
That's a good question. There. Oh, yeah. That's great.
More effective.
go over here and do it.
It is getting, the cheering seems to be quieting down. That's hilarious. I did not know you could do this.
I was... yeah, like, why does he get to have fans? I don't want that. Like, yeah, get wrecked. Get out of here. The crowd's so small now.
They're so small. There used to be so many of them.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Get out of here. Oh, you're... Wait, you. You need to go.
Nope, they're just people.
You're just people. Hey! That's not cool.
Don't beat on my fans just because you ain't got none.
Anyway. But do you guys say anything to that?
A bully, are ya?
Ah. Yeah, you could just like get rid of them.
No, that's so very bad. Behave yourself, egg. Ah.
So many colors in that egg.
Oh, bad, come back. Help, my important egg escaped. Somebody catch it.
You're gonna do a whole promotion based off of one egg? That's your only egg?
It's a big egg. Look at the size of that egg. It could probably fit
Limited
on
edition,
a
I
lot
guess.
of hot dogs. Okay.
Now, in theory, I don't think we have to get the egg now. Do you want to wait before we get this egg?
We could try. Maybe we'll use this time because honestly, we talked a lot about Godzilla. Some very little editing is gonna happen.
Well, we didn't even talk about all of it.
No. So what more do you want to say?
He was menacing in that last shot where he was gonna do the heat wave. I'll be real.
He
He scared me in that one.
He
with those
was
eyes.
he was a scary Godzilla. That is for sure.
Shin Godzilla scared me more in general.
Still cannot believe he just was more unsettling for me.
Yeah.
Shin Godzilla.
Well, it was unsettling to just, oh, this is a travesty in the making. Like, when he goes full-blown into his, like, fourth phase or something, it's very intimidating.
This was maybe the first Godzilla that I actually want there to be a sequel.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I would
to
like
watch.
for there to be a sequel. Not necessarily following the same characters, but just, like, following events afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, great movie.
I mean, do you want to go hold off for till the next episode and
Yeah, basically.
talk about Miyazaki?
And
Or
then
wait, no, you didn't even see Boy and the Heron.
No, not yet, but I do want to see it. I guess, yeah, well next time we pick up, we'll have more fights and maybe have some eggs. Feeling eggs?
I love me some eggs.
Yeah, I like hard-boiled personally. Okay,
Over
until next
easy.
time. Bye!
Bye.